If you have ever laid your eyes on the internet or social media, then chances are that you've seen this kid's face. He was actually a pretty popular meme back in 2019 and 2020, and then he kind of fell off as most memes tend to do. Anyway, I tend to look at Pinterest a lot, and no, I am not a middle-aged soccer mom looking at dining room ideas. I use Pinterest because there's a lot of good liminal space photos to look at, and I enjoy browsing them.
That is foreshadowing next week's video.
With that said, Pinterest likes to shove this little guy's face down my digital throat for some reason, and every time I see him, it's always a new picture. Some pictures he's smiling, staring blankly in the camera, flipping me off, or I even saw one where he was holding a gun. Furthermore, I just want to know who this kid is and why there's such a wide catalog of his pictures. If you have ever wondered the same questions or just need a stupid video like this to watch and pass time, feel free to continue watching and have your questions answered. This is the story of Yotube. The story of Yotube starts out on Facebook. An account called Yotube, which is likely a reference to YouTube for whatever reason, would be made on March 2nd, 2015. This same day, Yotube would upload two of the most iconic images of himself as his profile picture. One image is of him staring blankly into the camera, while the other is more lighthearted and is of him doing the got your nose hand gesture. Just a day later, on March 3rd, 2015, Yotube would use his profile picture of him staring into the camera aimlessly as his banner. Along with this, Yotube's Facebook page says that he's from Turkey. Aside from everything I just told you, this is some of the only information I know of Yotube. And everything moving forward is going to be a little hard to explain as there's a lot of information missing. 2 years after Yotube's Facebook page would be made, no further updates would be made to his profile, but Yotube kinda went viral overnight. The first memes of Yotube would start to pop up in early 2017, and I don't know why. A lot of people attribute the first meme of Yotube to a YouTube video called Yotube. This video would be uploaded in September of 2017, and the video is really obscure, and it's definitely one of the videos of all time.
J'ai chié par terre.
Anyway, I do know for a fact that one of the first Yotube memes was an edited picture of his Facebook profile picture, a picture of Yotube with a smile. I also have to put an emphasis on this again. I don't know who started the Yotube memes, and I don't know how anyone found this obscure Facebook profile of a kid, and I don't truly know when the meme started surfacing. Moving forward, the Yotube memes would be kind of an underground meme that only Hindi and Turkish people would use, until 2019 rolled around. Places like iFunny would start to popularize this meme, and Yotube would eventually make his way into mainstream meme culture. Ironic meme pages would start using Yotube in their posts, and Yotube would really blow up in 2020, and he was really one of the biggest memes of that year. Because of Yotube's blank stare, it was easy to fit him into many different edited scenarios, and it's a great reaction image to use. Me opening up YouTube the day after uploading a video that I worked really hard on, and it only has 10 views.
That was so funny.
In June of 2020, when we were all in lockdown and Yotube started to become one of the biggest faces in meme culture, a Facebook user called Anil Creed would eventually get into contact with Yotube somehow. After what I assumed to be an exchange of behind-the-scenes messages, Yotube would give Anil Creed more than 20 pictures of himself that had never been seen before. The Facebook guy, Anil Creed, would make a big announcement on his page and his post would blow up. It's in this compilation of Facebook images that breathed new air and content for Yotube memes. You had the classic gun pointing image and just many wholesome pictures of a young Yotube. In addition to the new photos I just talked about, Anil Creed would also drop a recently taken photo of Yotube on June 24th, 2020. This picture shows Yotube holding up a piece of paper that says the Facebook user's name, likely showing to everyone that he's the real Yotube. Just a month later in July, there was a ton of ironic Instagram accounts dedicated to Yotube meme posting. After coming across one of the most popular meme accounts called _Yotube__, I found an updated picture of what Yotube looked like. The screenshot that the meme account posted was on July 7th, 2020, and the picture shows a much older Yotube on an Instagram livestream. It seems that in the middle months of 2020, Yotube was just taking in the newfound internet fame. He was dropping more Yotube content and he was live streaming to over 100 people on Instagram. Unfortunately, in this video and the search for Yotube's whereabouts, the account shown in the screenshot no longer exists. My initial idea was that Yotube had changed his Instagram username, so my next thought was to check the Yotube meme account I found and the people they're following, because it would only make sense that they're following Yotube under a new username. After looking at the 76 people this account follows, it doesn't seem that Yotube has that Instagram account anymore. While this might be a bit of a letdown, I have tried my best to see if Yotube has any new social media accounts, but I just can't find any if there is one. I guess this is the part of the video where I ask anyone watching for help, but I'm not really interested in finding Yotube. If Yotube wanted to be known, I'm sure he would have a very popular and very public social media page somewhere right now. But since he's kind of off the grid, from what I can tell, I'm just gonna respect that and not unleash a small-sized manhunt after the guy. We can all just thank Yotube for his legendary meme status and just hope that the guy's alright. But this leads me to the final part of the video. When going back to the original Yotube Facebook page, you'll be met with thousands of sad reactions on his photos. In fact, the picture of him staring blankly into the camera has over 7,000 sad face reactions, and it's kind of confusing when you take into account how funny the image has been in recent years. After digging through hundreds of Turkish and non-English comments, many people genuinely believe that Yotube died. But obviously there's no proof that anyone's linking or providing. Okay, so the first time I uploaded this video, I ended everything off with Yotube being a mysterious kid that I couldn't find, but just minutes after me uploading the original version of this video, I get this comment. He goes by Danyante and he makes music now. I really tried to look for who this kid was when first making this video and where he is now, so thanks to this comment by Crucifix, I had a lead. I looked up Danyante and he's a Turkish rapper. If you go to any of his social medias, he's made it pretty clear that he's the Yotube kid, with all of his posts going pretty viral. Some people don't believe that he's the kid, and he doesn't really have any evidence other than somewhat looking like him, and here's a comparison, and I'll just leave it to you, the viewer, to decide if it's him or not. Like I said, I can see the similarities, but at the same time, if you look at the 2020 Yotube picture and Danyante, they don't really look similar, but that's just what I think. If you're still watching, you probably aren't subscribed, and while that's completely fine, it does make me happy when people like you support the channel. Thanks for watching. Check out my past and future content. Next week's video, trust me, I can't state this enough. It's gonna be a banger. Give me money on my Patreon in the description. Have a good day. Shout out to Sinful, shout out to Misazaki, shout out to Josh S, and shout out to Share. You guys mean a lot, and I truly thank you for supporting the channel on the Patreon. Thank you guys.